There is a terminal in Saudi Arabia that has this roof, but they have a somewhat different climate. What I found amazing in the presentation of the project was that the Kurt Fentress person who presented it was an engineer, and that the building was sold entirely on engineering and practical considerations of cost and weight. And it was not a consideration when it was presented to the building committee that it might also be aesthetically pleasing. It wasn't until afterwards that I think that Mayor Pena recognized, gee, and it's not only is it a better roof, but it's a much prettier roof. And for me, it was a learning experience to see how the presentation of a product is even more important than the product itself. But Mayor Hickenlooper, let me say that the city of Denver has built, I think, a remarkable airport, which is in fact recognized for many of its advancements, including the runway layout and many other factors. It was an airport ahead of its time by a visionary community, and it was a great pleasure for me to have been part of that effort in this small way that I was. Thank you very much for honoring me in this way.
Thank you.
One more. Do you remember me? I'm Elaine Mariner. I'm the director of the Colorado Council on the Arts. And while Charles preceded my time at the council, I got the chance to know him in Boston with the Landmarks Orchestra and actually with Swanee with her Blooming Art program. So I'm very sorry that the governor is not able to be here today, but I'm really excited that I get to do this in his stead. And Charles, I know he very much would have wanted to be here, but he had a little accident, so he sends his good wishes, but he does more than that. I have an honorary proclamation. Step forward, please. Whereas Charles Ansbacher served as conductor of the Colorado Springs Symphony from 1970 to 1988 and was named conductor laureate of the symphony in 1989, and whereas Charles served as a governor-appointed member of the Colorado Council on the Arts from 1979 to 1985 and served as chair of the council from 1987 to 1992, and whereas Charles, in his tenure as chair of the Council on the Arts, launched the innovative Rural Arts Initiative to bring arts programs to Colorado's less populous communities, and the Creative Communities Initiative to empower community leaders, local arts organizations, and artists to encourage artistic growth, increase access to the arts, and instill community pride. And whereas Charles was instrumental in acquiring and installing Denver International Airport's public art program, which is one of the largest art collections of any airport in the country, and whereas the state of Colorado recognizes and appreciates Charles Ansbacher for his distinguished service and outstanding commitment to the arts, leading the way as a committed and passionate practitioner, supporter, and advocate for public access to arts and cultural offerings in all communities, whether large or small. Therefore, I, Bill Ritter Jr., Governor of Colorado, do hereby proclaim March 15th, 2010, Charles Ansbacher Day in the state of Colorado. Given under my hand an executive seal, Bill Ritter Jr., Governor.
I'm not sure that the choice of March 15th was the Ides of March. Despite that, let me say that I am indeed honored that the governor would consider this, that the immensely successful mayor of Denver would be here with us. And I would commend the city of Denver for the wonderful work that it has done in many areas and the courage it took to build this. And I would also say thank you for the years in which I lived in Colorado, where I felt I was able to exert some leadership, and that leadership has been returned to me in many, many kinds of satisfactions. And so I'm grateful to the state for giving me that opportunity. Some of you were involved with those and some not, but I do want to express my appreciation for this beautiful opportunity that was given to me, living here, working here, and being part of some really remarkable projects. Thank you very much.
So we are now going to move you all back to the city conference room. There are some refreshments. You'll get a chance to mingle and give your personal wishes to everyone. Swanee, thank you for helping us get this act together here. The surprise, the whole ruse was a little hard to pull off, but it worked out quite well. So thank you all for coming. Want to say anything? No, just yes, thank you for the Henry was the ruse provider here. So thanks a lot.
Thank you all for being here. And Henry, my ex-employee, thank you for being here.